Good morning. This is Saturday 19th of May, 7:30 in the morning, and you're looking at a sunrise over Lanzarote there. I left an anchorage in front of Rubicon Marina about 6 o'clock this morning, and we're heading to Madeira. The lump in the background there is Lobos. Other lump there is Fuerteventura. And 272 miles in that direction is Madeira. I've got about 10 knots of breeze at the moment. I'm tight on the wind at 30 degrees. We're pushing through about 5 knots, but this small chop is slowing us down a bit. We could do with a little bit more wind just to punch through better. But at 5 knots averaging, of course computer reckons we'll be there in 50 odd hours, so if we can keep 5 knots up, that'll be good. We should be there 2 o'clock Monday afternoon. This is 7 o'clock Saturday morning. So that's me so far. Up in the sky there, some very nice cirrus clouds. 40,000 feet up there, ice crystals. Very cold. Okay, well, I'll keep you updated. Bye for now. Well, hello again. It's now just coming up for 1 o'clock on the first day. Slow progress so far. We've only got about between 6 and 10 knots of wind, so I'm averaging 4.5, touching 5 knots at times, but I'm tight at 31 degrees into the wind, so I'm pinching a bit, but unfortunately the wind's just off north, just west of north. It should be east of north, and just over here I'm actually getting put onto something called the Savage Islands. They're still sort of 100 miles away. I'll be there by 6 o'clock-ish tomorrow morning. But so I'm pinching the boat right up into the wind as much as I can, but I'm still being set across these islands, which are two big islands and dozens of small, well, large rocks scattered around them, so I don't really want to be anywhere near them. But hopefully the wind will get a bit more easterner later, and I can head more north. I haven't seen a boat or a ship, a fish, a whale or anything all day. Got my 2 fishing lines out, caught a bit of seaweed so far. Just back in the distance there, that's Lanzarote just starting to disappear. So it's very comfortable sailing, gently heeled over. We're doing 4.8 knots. I've just pressure cooked myself some chickpeas and beans. And this is the scene down below. Made up my little bed down there. And just about to eat a salad. So, day 1 we're going slowly, but it's very comfortable. I'm in shorts and a t-shirt. How do we do? Oh. Yours truly, hello. Okay. So, I'll keep you posted. Bye for now. Well, it's just coming up for 6 o'clock. First day, going for nearly 12 hours, and the wind's finally arrived that was forecast. We've got 16 knots of wind here. It's swung round slightly more to the east, so I'm going straight at my target now. And we look down here, 7.2 knots. So yeah, we're getting somewhere. Done just 50 miles in the last 12 hours, averaged 4.8 knots, and I was just having a little cat nap and woke up, and suddenly the boat's woken up and we're off again. Large container ship out there on the horizon, cuts across my bows. That's why I keep getting up every half an hour, make sure that they are, could have missed me. They're supposed to, but like me, they might be asleep at the wheel. So yeah, it's been a very gentle, easy day. Listened to a bit of Sherlock Holmes on the audio book, and we're slowly going to sail into the evening and onward. If this wind gets up anymore, I'll probably put a reef in for the night. Don't really want to at the moment. We're finally got the boat up to speed and we're getting where we want to go. So here I am, just woken up actually. I had 2 or 3 sort of little cat naps through the day. I'm trying to get up on my sleep now so that I'm not absolutely knackered through the middle of the night. So I'm sort of getting my head down every 2 or 3 hours and getting my sleep in sort of piecemeal. Yeah, so far so good. Alright, talk to you again later. Well, the wind just got up another couple of notches, up to 18 and 19, so I've put that reef in. You see the mainsail there is, it's got the second reef in, there's a third one to go yet. Just levelled the boat out a bit, the tow rail was starting to go under. When we look down here, we're now doing 7.5, we were doing 7.8 a minute ago. I just love it when the boat's like this. So we've still got something like 210, 220 miles to go. But at least we've picked up speed now, and we're pointing straight at it, which is nice. So like I say earlier, the wind was bending us round. We're pointing straight towards these savage islands, which are have earned their name apparently. Rocks all over the place. But we're now skimming over the top of them nicely, so but I will keep checking on them through the night, make sure the wind doesn't push us down towards them. Okay, see you later. Well, yeah, I've just been on deck. So I've changed into that waterproof gear. I've got my harness on. I'm harnessed on to the boat here. So, being as safe as we can be. Only me on board. So it looks like we're going to be in for a good evening sail. Clear sky. Right, I've just seen the second boat of the day. Apart from that, I had the sea all to myself. Should be nice. Okay. So, what is it now? 7:30. That's me, that little red boat. And the red line is where I should be. We've been drifting off it all day. And those are the Savage Islands, which I don't really want to hit. And if you can just see, I'm starting to make my way back towards the red line. Wind's picked up to 23 knots. We're reefing the mainsail and taking some genoa away. And I've come down here because if I'm not looking at this, what I can do is watch my movie. So this is life down below. Oh, the grill's just fallen out of the oven. As you can see, everything's swinging around a bit in here. But if I show you outside, if we can get out and we don't get a bucket of water on our face, it's quite a different story. 23 knots, but it's gone round to north-northeast, which is great. The boat's steering herself off. I've given the auto helm a break, saving the batteries for the video. I just lock the wheel and balance the sails. She steers herself more or less in a straight line. Anyway, I'm hiding away down here. Oh, it's nice and quiet and dry. I'll see you in a bit. Well, it's about midnight. It's got a bit lumpy. Wind got up to 23 knots. There's the red line I should be on. And if you look very close, you see that green triangle in front of me. That's another yacht called the Golden Oyster. These are the Savage Islands over here. And this guy is more or less on the same course as me. And we've been converging for about the last 3 hours. I just spoke to him on the phone on the VHF in Spanish, and I tried to alter course to get inside of him. You know, I'm the overtaking vessel, I'm going slightly faster, but every time I do that the boat keeps stalling into the wind, so I'll wait until I get a bit closer and then I'm going to probably duck down behind him and then up on the left hand side of him now. But he's 4 miles away and he's doing sometimes the same speed as me and sometimes less, so we're just sort of level pegging with each other, which is annoying. But anyway, I'm going to get my head down for half an hour and come up and check him again in 30 minutes. So he's 4 miles away and we're doing more or less the same speed, so, and there's an alarm on this system if we do get too close. I'll wake back up again. But out of all of this ocean, if I zoom out on this thing, there we go, there's the Canary Islands, it's Lanzarote where I left. No other boats anywhere, apart from me and him, 4 miles apart. Probably both going to Madeira. Well, yeah, I asked him, he is going to Madeira. Anyway, it's midnight, I needed a bit of shut-eye, so I'll speak to you again later. Cheers. Well, good morning. This is Sunday morning, 9 o'clock. And we're not quite halfway there, but we're nearly. We missed the Savage Islands by a good 40 miles. They're off to my left. We had a quite comfortable night. It was a bit lumpy, the wind was up at 20 knots. Reduced the genoa even more, and we were still packing along at 6 and 7 knots, which was good boat speed, but a bit lumpy downstairs when I was trying to sleep. I was sort of catnapping from midnight till 7 in the morning, and I was quite brave. I managed to extend my cat naps to 40 minutes at a time before I'd pop up like a little meerkat out of the hatch there and have a look around, a quick 360 of the horizon, and then straight back down to the sleeping bag. Strange sort of little 40-minute lie downs, half sleeps, but they seem to work. It's 9 o'clock. I've just had a coffee and I'm quite wide awake. I'm adjusting my auto helm. It's been playing up. The boat's actually steering herself at the moment, has been since about 7 this morning. Just locked the wheel centre and pulled the main in tight. She's steering between 30 and 35 to the wind, which is what I wanted to do. Tight into the wind. A bit lumpy out here, about 2 metres, the bigger waves, and the sort of strange lumps. The sea's been building. It was a flat calm when we set off because there's been no wind for 3 days, so it's not very organised yet. And the wind keeps shifting around by about 20 degrees. I'm actually 16 miles off my track, off to the east, off to the west, to the left side of it, and I'm trying to claw that back, but not easy. We're pushing 30 degrees into the wind here, so it's about as tight as she'll go in these swells. Keeps knocking the bow off. But it's another sunny day, and oh yeah, it's a bit wet below. I found a few leaks that I didn't know I had. One's coming in underneath that wooden board down there. Is the engine's under that. Oh! And when the cockpit fills up with water, which it does every now and then when we get a big wave over the top, it's sort of seeping in through there. And another one, annoyingly enough, just a drip, but right on top of the chart table. But apart from that, she's going well. She's been cutting through the night, 6 or 7 knots. And we've covered a lot of ground between dusk and daybreak, which is good. I haven't quite worked out how much, but I'll do that later. Anyway, we're still going well. The wind's sort of 16 to 20 knots. It wouldn't be half so bad going if we weren't bashing into it like this. But that's sort of, I am going north. Prevailing winds are northeasterly, so it was to be expected. Okay, bye for now.